62 right now, but it's I think we still will have a few people joining in a few couple of minutes. And Rachel, what I've asked everybody, if you don't mind, I've asked everybody to mute themselves, but to use chat and stay interacting with us. Yeah,
that would be fantastic. What I would really say to all of you is this really is an interactive workshop, and I'm going to run it as if you were all kind of new potential VIP customers, perhaps even thinking about joining Oriflame. And I'm a consultant or leader just delivering this Scandinavian beauty workshop to you and with you. So hopefully you get a lot from it. What I would say is it's really important to interact, share stories, have fun. I'm going to do this entirely without PowerPoint, which is bold, but that's because I think that's probably how you guys want to run these sessions anyway. You don't want to necessarily have a PowerPoint up there and not be able to interact as much with people. So what you would have seen in your documents is that you can download this yourself, and it's all scripted. So underneath every single slide there's a script. So all of the stories I'll be sharing today, all the facts and fun things about skincare, it's all scripted for you, so it's all written for you, and then you can just tell your story your way if that feels good for everybody. In terms of how this looks as a bit of a boot camp, I'm going to deliver the workshop to you today, but we'll also have additional sessions over the next few Wednesdays, just like an hour each time, where we'll talk about tips on how to invite and how to make your samples really work for you and ensure that people feel that real value attached to the sample and they can't wait to rip it open during the session. We'll also talk about the power of follow-up and how do you follow up if perhaps someone hasn't bought, if they have bought, if they've decided to think about joining, if they are kind of on the fence and they need an extra touch in, how are we following up and how can we share best practice together to really maximize these sessions for you. And then the fourth part of this is the new Oriflame opportunity communication, which our lovely Gobinder has written, and it is absolutely brilliant. So ideally, what you see in this workshop is that we'll run from a skincare session, a Scandi Beauty skincare session, which makes this a little bit different, but then we can run directly into offering the opportunity conversation straight after the session. So if you feel that kind of excitement from your people and they're like, oh my God, this is so interesting, I would love to be involved, I'd love to kind of learn more about skincare and how to present it to people, then actually this can follow directly on. So hopefully you can join us for the next few Wednesdays, join in, have a chat, ask any questions and share your tips, and we can have some great success with our Scandi Beauty workshop. I'm not sure if Tracy Payne's on the call today, but Tracy left me a message yesterday to say she has sold 10 skincare sets from doing these sessions in a week, which is
wow,
crazy. That's amazing. I nearly wrote back to her and said, well, can I have some commission then? But really, it's a fun way to talk about skincare. Skincare can sometimes be very intimidating. People think, oh my God, I don't know what I need. It's all confusing conversations. It's all confusing advice. It's conflicting. It's going to take too much time. It feels like homework. Hopefully this session eradicates that and you just feel really inspired by the joy of skincare and how we can all look after our skin a little better. So if we are ready to start, 70 people on the call, give us a wave. Show that you're excited. Oh yes, yay. Okay, right. We're going to dive in. I'm going to have a brief look at the chat and just make sure I can say hi to people. I think Sophia or Aya is going to kind of run the chat for me as well. So yeah, just yes, hi Rachel. Eva, hi Sarah, hi Lee, Christina, hi Damien, hi everybody. And God, if you want to see Rachel in close up, you can watch Speaker View. I definitely.
And can I just say, Rachel, I would recommend that. I would really recommend, because right now, this, if you have the screen of all the beautiful faces, that's fab. But because Rachel will be doing lots of details, let's put it that way, which will be really useful for you guys. So ideally, you want to watch her very attentively, and that's the best way. Is how Mary described that, is putting her as the speaker view, so you can see a beautiful face of Rachel only.
Oh God, you lucky things. So It's 12:07. I'm going to run this, as I say, as if it were a live session, so you can really get a feel of how it comes together. And to do that, I'm going to need you guys to participate, answer some of the questions I ask you, and if you're brave enough to share your story as well, that would be wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. So welcome everybody to our Scandinavian Beauty Workshop. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I want you to really enjoy it and get involved. My name is Rachel. For some reason I'm called Sweden on this box, but I am actually in Sweden. I live in Stockholm and have done for the last 10 weeks, I think, 12 weeks, I'm not sure. It's been a while. And I'm really privileged to see so many smiling faces and so many different backgrounds on my screen today. So I can see people's kitchens, and I love to kind of have a little look behind the keyhole. That's the best thing about Zoom. So as we go through this, I really want you to get involved and hopefully have some fun with it. For those of you that don't know anything about Oriflame or Beauty by Sweden, Oriflame has a very different view on beauty. We take a holistic approach, and it's really inspired by a balanced life. So we call it Beauty by Sweden. And what I'd love to do is show you a video at this point, but instead I'm going to describe what Beauty by Sweden means to me. It's really about a different approach to beauty and well-being. And it's not just about how you look on the outside, but it's actually how you feel on the inside as well. Because true beauty, as we know, kind of shines from within. So it's how we take care of ourselves, how we look after our well-being, how we try and get some good sleep, get some water in us. It's a kind of a 360 approach to beauty. And the great thing is Oriflame has over 50 years of expertise in this field, in the lagom approach to beauty, if you like. We've always stayed true to our Swedish heritage, and we've become well known across the world, as many of you know, with 3 million active independent beauty consultants selling in over 60 countries, which makes us the biggest European beauty company selling direct, kind of cutting out the middleman and being able to talk face to face and give really true recommendations based on our own passion, which I just think is amazing. So we launched back in 1967, first ever product range, and some of you may have seen some hero products from Oriflame over the years. One of my ultimate rip it from my cold dead hands products is this little joyous tube. I am obsessed with this pot of magic. I don't know whether any of you have ever heard of Tender Care, but this really is, it started out as an eye cream actually back in the 70s. It is just a hero to give you a soothing, moisturizing, dreamy feel to anywhere on your skin. So you can use it on the cheekbones, you can use it on the elbows, head, shoulders, knees and toes, as I say. You can see, quite embarrassingly, there's quite a big hole in the middle there. That's where my 2-year-old daughter digs at it and puts over her own face and says, "Mummy, mummy, cream." So this little pot has sold over 40 million units worldwide, which is just incredible. So if any of you are thinking, what is this Tender Care stuff, then drop me a little message and we can talk through it. But it's one of my absolute heroes. Handbag, car, desk, it's everywhere with me. So that's a little bit about our history, created by 2 brothers actually, who were just inspired by Swedish nature. They're from Sweden, and they wanted to bring a different approach to beauty and a different way of purchasing beauty and selling beauty. And that's why we're all here today, and that's why I'm here today. Very proud to be here too. So I'd love to share with you a little special trend that you may have heard of coming across globally, and it's something called S-beauty. So some of you may have heard of things we call alphabet beauty. So you might have heard of K-beauty, which is Korean beauty. And if you go into Boots, you might see a little section in Boots that's devoted to Korean beauty, which is all about really techie, multi-masking, loads of different quirky animals, like masks for the face, gels, all sorts of things. That's K-beauty from Korea. And also J-beauty from Japan, which is all about layering, lots of different products together. But S-beauty is actually from Scandinavia, and it's quickly become kind of a global phenomenon, which surprises us at Oriflame because we've been doing this for 50 years. So S-beauty, Scandinavian beauty, is all about a minimalistic look, almost no makeup with natural colors, but it doesn't mean that you compromise on coverage. You can have as much coverage as you like. It just gives you a slightly more, I've just been running in the forest sort of flush, and that's what we're going to do today. It has smart solutions, so you don't have to have countless products. So you can have something to multitask, one thing doing 3 things. You can really keep your makeup bag and your skincare lean, mean, and super, super hardworking. And it's simple, so it's easy to follow routines are carefully crafted to care for your skin and my skin and everyone's skin. And above all that, we're really inspired and made with a respect for nature. So later on, I'm going to talk about some plant stem cells, which are, I promise you, very exciting. But in that, we never steal from nature, we're inspired. So we'll take a little bit and we'll start to cultivate it ourselves in a lab so we can protect Mother Nature, but also harness some of her greatest power. So, are you with me so far? Are you excited about S-Beauty, about discovering Swedish beauty? Well, there are 3 things that we believe are really important, and it's very inspired by something called lagom, which is a Swedish term. There's actually no translation for it in the UK. It means just enough and a life in balance. So it's kind of, imagine not too much, not too little, the perfect amount, which gives you a really balanced approach to life. And I'll be honest, they've certainly taught me a lot, because I never had balance before I moved here. I would be up at 5, dropping my daughter off, picking her up, traveling 5 hours a day to London, and I thought that was a healthy lifestyle. Turns out I was wrong. So the Swedish have already taught me a little bit, but let's talk about how the Swedish can teach us about healthy skin. So that real healthy, radiant skin that glows from the inside out. So today, that really is the focus. We're going to focus on some simple skincare tips. I know that lots of you have got your products in front of you, which is super exciting. But we're also going to finish with a little natural makeup look, that S-Beauty look for a really well-rested, healthy glow. And that can be done in literally 2 minutes. It's like the ultimate working from home makeup. I've made no effort, but secretly I have. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first thing I want to ask you all is, what do you think of? What are the first words that spring to mind when you think of healthy skin? How would you describe it? So pop it in the chat and let us know. So it might be hydrated, radiant. Pop some in the chat and let's see what people are saying. Glow, I'm going to click over. Oh my God, it's coming through, glow, 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 glow. Shining, shining, glowing, hydrating, clean and hydrated, having a lovely glow, hydrated, smooth glow. I sense a trend here, guys. We want to glow. But yeah, absolutely. Fresh, dewy, glow, hydration, baby skin. Oh my God. My 2-year-old has the most exceptional skin, and I'm so jealous because she doesn't appreciate it. You know, when you get to like 38, you
Not
think,
yet.
where is it gone? Soft, clean, hydrated glow. Oh my goodness me. So we're all kind of feeling the same. I think probably how I would describe healthy skin for myself is that lovely glow, that sort of bounce where it feels like it's going to come back when you press it, you know, and you just have that lovely dewiness. Christine Bennett, I can see you kind of touching your skin and thinking, yeah, that's exactly what I like. But yeah, it's about that skin that makes it look like you are looking after yourself. And sometimes we don't, do we? Sometimes we can be a bit slapdash with our own skin. And I speak as honestly as I can. Sometimes I do it. There's always something in the way that stops me from committing to my skin. So how we feel when our skin looks and feels good. I mean, you tell me, how do you feel when your skin looks at its best?
Confident.
Confident, love that, Sophia. Pop some more in the chat. Confident, yeah. Happy, yes, absolutely. And for me, self-care is a way to make yourself feel more happy and confident. And we should never put ourselves at the bottom of that list. Smiling, yeah, I call it teeth on high beam. When my skin feels good, my teeth are like, yes. Bold and beautiful, wonderful. Absolutely. And actually, none of you have said anything about no wrinkles, no lines, no this, no that. You've actually thought of it in a really positive way, which I love, because for me, lines, wrinkles, expression, it shows a life well lived. And I think that's lovely. So what you'll notice from today is Oriflame and Novage is really about looking your best for your age, looking your best self rather than feeling like you're putting on a mask. So I love that we're kind of on the same page there. Now, the ultimate question: how long are you willing to spend on your skincare routine in minutes? So if I gave you twice a day, how long do you want to spend on your skincare routine? Go, write it in the chat. Give me a number. 5, oh good. 20, yes. 5, 4 to 10, very specific. 5 to 15, 5 twice a day max, 15, 5, 5, 5. Interesting. 10, 5, my goodness. Okay, so we're kind of sitting around a 5-minute routine, which is really exciting because that means I can actually add a couple of magic moments into your routines every day, because our core Novage skincare routine can be done in as little as 2 minutes, which means you can either have 3 minutes extra for some sleep, or you can add in a couple of winning treats that I would recommend as well. So that's really exciting that we've got 5 minutes. Now, before I continue, so many of you said around 5 minutes. So if I were to add up those 5-minute chapters in the day and put them into a twice a week treat, I would go for this slice of heaven, which is the Intense Skin Recharge Overnight Mask. I can see some kind of nods in the room. I'm going to put this on the back of my hand right now, because my hand is absolutely ravaged from the amount of sanitizing I'm doing at the moment. I'm sure you're all the same. The winners of COVID seem to be anyone who produces hand sanitizer and anyone who sells dishwasher tablets. That's where my money is going at the moment. I don't know whether you're the same, but I'm going to pop this on the back of my hand. And obviously normally you put this on your skin right before you go to bed, put your phone to one side, give yourself 10 minutes. And I'm going to rub this in my knuckles. Can you see there? Because my hands are so dry. And I'm just going to leave that for the duration of the session. And we'll see how my hand looks at the end. And you can even see straight away how quickly that's been drunk into my skin. But I'll show you my results at the end, because if I can have an extra couple of minutes each week, then we can add that up to 10. And we can all wake up feeling like we've had 8 hours sleep and looking dreamy. So we want great skin, 5 minutes, no waiting. So what I'd love to discuss now and share with you is a couple of interesting facts about skin itself, because I mean, I love it. I find it fascinating. So skin is incredible. It's the largest organ in your body, and the top layer of skin, so the thing you're looking at when you're looking at me right now, is about the same thickness as a piece of paper, which is crazy, isn't it? It does so much, and it's so thin and fragile and needs a little bit of care sometimes. So that top layer of skin, the skin that you're looking at now, probably judging me on, is around 18 to 23 cells in thickness. So like I said, about the same size as a piece of paper. That's healthy skin. And it's constantly renewing itself. So it's on a 28-day cycle, healthy skin. So basically a cell's born at the dermis, the kind of almost a mummy cell, just has a little baby. The cell gets up to the surface of the skin, pops off and reveals a new one. Every 28 days, you get this incredible new cycle of skin, which means when you look at skin, it looks smooth, hydrated, plump and healthy, because you're seeing all those healthy skins right at the surface. That makes sense so far? 28 days is healthy turnover. Active, energized, busy skin. So if you've got nieces, nephews, daughters, sons, and they're kind of like 7, 8, 9 years old, and they've just got that skin you want to squeeze, they are rocking a very healthy cell turnover. There is not a blemish on that skin. So that's what we're looking for, right? Plump, peachy skin with a speedy cell turnover. We also want hydration, because hydration is essential to healthy skin. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit of a raisin face. Anyone else a bit of a raisin face? So you feel like you're dehydrated all the time? I want to go from raisin to grape. I can see some nods there. I want to wake up like a grape and I'm off in a raisin. So kind of sucking away my hydration. So the way I show hydration to people is I show some little raisins without water. And then I show how raisins look when they've been sitting in water for a little while. Can you see how much more volume there is in this jar than this jar? because they've been sucking up the water and plumping themselves out. So hydrated skin is essential. We are 60 to 70% water, and when you're dehydrated, you just feel really flat, sluggish, tired, like you can't get going. Your skin is the same. Your skin needs a drink of water all the time to keep it its best and keep it working the way it should. Also, we want our skin to be, I'm just going to look at the chat for a second here. 100%. Oh, Leah Murphy, you are 100%. You are raisin to grape as well. It's not just me who's a skin raisin. Yes. Thank God I've got a buddy in the room. We also want to see that lovely balance of skin. So you want to see a nice even tone. You want to see your collagen and elastin in a really good place. And the way I describe collagen and elastin is like a mattress. Okay, so your skin's mattress. Now you buy a new mattress, you really treated yourself. You get home and you try and put that fitted sheet on a new mattress. It is so difficult to do, isn't it? You're really pulling that sheet onto that mattress because it's so tight and springy, and you can almost bounce a pound coin off it when you've got your sheet on. It's so tight. If you think of your skin like a mattress underneath and a sheet over the top, you can see that when you've got young, healthy skin, 28-day cycle, the collagen elastin is working the right way, that mattress is really nice and plump and firm, no springs have gone, and your sheet is really tight over the top. Make sense? Over time, that mattress can start to sag a little bit in the middle, yeah? You kind of go to bed over here separately, and you wake up in the morning, you're both here because you've kind of fallen into a little dip in the mattress. And the same can be true of your skin. Your collagen elastin can kind of start to be less able to replenish itself through the day. It doesn't have the energy to do it as quickly. And so that mattress can start to lose a bit of its bounce, which means the skin on the top can look a little bit less tight, shall we say. But we want to go to a healthy mattress, healthy skin, hydrated, plump, energized, off we go. So what can get in the way of healthy skin? So in simple terms, life. But what gets in the way for you of healthy skin? Is it sun? Is it the environment? Is it lack of sleep, stress? Pop it in the chat box, let me know. So I'm going to wait for some chat to come through. What gets in the way of you? Stress. 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 Oh my goodness. Stress, lack of sleep. Oh my God. That is really a sign of today's society, isn't it? Health. Yeah, environment, stress, lack of sleep, fatigue, bad diet, lack of sleep, a 4-year-old. Yeah. Working too much, kids. Yeah, lack of sleep, 2 5-year-olds. My God, I don't know how you're here. Absolutely, the theme is really clear, isn't it? Stress is horrible, and it can actually attack our skin from the inside out, which is weird, isn't it? So stress can release a lot of cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which can actually attack your skin cells from the inside and break down that strength. And it really shows in your skin. You get sort of a 1-year-old, 3-year-old, and an 8-year-old. Oh, Jesus. And when you're stressed, you can't sleep. And one of the things that's so important to healthy skin, as well as water, as well as using the right skincare, is sleep, because our skin replenishes itself between 10 and 2. So 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. is your skin's optimum time for renewal. It's when it ramps up that cell turnover. It's when the collagen elastin kind of replenish through the day. It really is the time when your skin is working for you while you're resting. But if you're not resting, you're stressed, you can't sleep, you're feeling anxious, you're being kept awake by loads of different things, your body doesn't get that time. So committing to a gentle, simple routine where you just take a moment for yourself and care for your own skin and your own well-being, it can start to put you into a healthy habit of going to bed at least at the right time. And even if you can't sleep too well, if you get your skincare on by 9:30 p.m, at least it's doing a bit of job between 10 till 2. So yeah, basically life gets in it. I mean, air conditioning, homeschooling. I'm sure that's a real struggle for anyone at the moment. Sleepless nights, 10-year-old, 6-year-old with autism. Yeah, I mean, kids take up so much of our time, and we never want to complain about that. But sometimes it's okay to just shut the bathroom door and have a second, isn't it? A husband. No comment, mine's downstairs and you can hear me. So yeah, there are so many different things that affect us. The environment, once we finally get outside, is full of external stresses which can kind of attack our skin. And actually, aging and genetics, our age and genetics, kind of who we are as people, is only 20% of that entire sort of holistic beauty wheel, if you like. So we can have a great impact on our skin by doing simple things. And a beauty routine is really part of that. The other thing I would say, and this is one thing I really bang on about, even when you're working from home and you're sat by the window, the sun can come. It can get you. And I know it's quite hot in the UK at the moment, and I'm horribly jealous because it's actually been snowing here on the 13th of May. Get me home. But actually the sun, the UV rays from the sun, you have two types. You have UVA and UVB rays. So the aging rays and the burning rays. So the burning rays aren't necessarily coming through the window, but the aging rays are longer and can actually come through and cut through your skin like a hot knife through butter. And they're the ones that can start to damage your collagen and elastin. So one thing I would say is a special tip from me, if you're sat by your window doing your work and you're thinking, I'm not going outside today, I'm not really having that moment to go outside and get my exercise or potter about, actually make sure you've got some SPF on your skin, because it's really important to protect yourself at all times, especially in 2020. And I know that sounds weird. Trust me, get your SPF on, okay? Oh my God, snow, we haven't had any since 2018. Yeah, Sarah, I couldn't be more jealous of you, please. Please tell me it's horrible in the UK at the moment. Okay, so we happy so far? Yeah, great. Okay, so we're starting to see, you know, how skin can behave when it's healthy, how it can be affected. And actually what you'll notice then, if your skin's kind of getting hit from all angles, if you like, your cell turnover, which is 28 days, as you know, can go to as much as 45 to 60 days. So what does that mean? In simple terms, it just means everything's slowing down a bit. So your cells don't have as much energy. They're taking a little longer to get to the surface of the skin. And when they do, they just hang out. They don't have the energy to leave, which means you start to get these little dead skin cells, kind of like a little traffic jam, sat on top of your healthy skin underneath. So you end up with a layer of cells. I'm not sure why I'm putting it on my hair here. A layer of cells that you don't need, that should have moved away and maybe didn't have the energy to do so. So how do you think that skin can look? So you're kind of getting a buildup of dead skin cells on the surface of the skin, hiding your natural skin underneath. What do you think? How can that skin look for you? Dry, yeah, absolutely. Dry, dull, yeah. Patchy, yes, yes, absolutely. Unhealthy, yeah, you can just almost, it's almost like the lights have gone out in your skin a little bit. Raw acne, yeah. Flaky, yeah. So you can start to see a buildup of that dead skin, which then can make you feel dry, flaky, maybe a bit uneven. And if you're anything like me, you can then go into cleansing overdrive, where you panic and you over cleanse. You're like, get that, scrub it off, scrub it off, scrub it off, which can actually then damage your moisture barrier. So you can put it in a bit of a raw state, and then you can start to see blemishes, redness, dryness coming through because you've overworked the skin. Does that make sense? So what we need to do, yeah, I've done that a couple of times. Thanks for sharing, Sarah. I appreciate that. What we want to do is gently move those skin cells away in a kind way to the skin, and then start to reveal that skin underneath and treat anything else that's going on. So if your cell turnover is a little bit lower, taking a bit more time, you want to also energize skin. So you want to get in there, you want to add hydration, you want to add water, you want to add actives, so that the skin cells start thinking, yeah, okay, let's ramp it up a little bit. So you want things that energize your skin cells and get them going a little bit more. And also you want to make sure that your collagen and elastin is supported as well. So they feel like they've got those signals to strengthen up those matrices and give you a nice bit of bounce to your skin. So really, we want to help the skin behave like a younger skin, the younger skin for your age. So ramping up that cell turnover and keeping the skin healthy, hydrated, and plump. Sound good? Yeah? So we talked a little bit about Oriflame as a business, but now let's think, okay, how can Oriflame help me then? Because if I'm thinking about, I want my healthy skin, I want to have that glow, like you all said, I want to have that radiance. What do I need to do, and why should I do it with Navage, which is what we're going to focus on today? Well, in simple terms, Navage does what it says, simply and effectively. It is a 4-step routine which is kind to your skin. We use natural ingredients, we turn to nature for inspiration, but we're also powered by science. So it's innovative, it's up to date, it is techie, if you like. And it means that we can create products that are inspired by nature, but really deliver real results for your skin today and tomorrow. They're effective, safe, and we have over 110 researchers and in-house scientists who develop, consumer test, and prove that our products are effective. So it's really about making sure that we can create something that we can stand by and say, yes, this is going to work for you, it's going to help you with your skin, it's going to give you that energized, healthy glow to your skin that you're wanting. And it's all screened. So we ensure it's all good for you. We don't cause harm to nature. Our ingredients are sustainable. So we're never stealing from nature, and really inspired to create a scientific solution for you that's simple, smart, and truly works. Because we believe that the purpose of design is simple. It should feel like a joy, not a job. Am I right? Sometimes skincare is like, oh God, I've got to do what now, and this, and then this, and if I don't use this, it's not going to work. 4 steps, twice a day, you'll see the difference. So I thought I would share a little bit about what makes Navage super special. And it's about making sure that we can target the aging in your skin as opposed to just my skin. So it's powered by innovative technologies, as I said, but they're driven to correct specific aging science. So you may be thinking, wrinkles aren't a problem for me. I'm not like Rachel. I don't have a massively expressive forehead and some pretty busy areas up here. But actually, I want to work on brightening my skin, or I want to work on giving volume back to my skin. So I'm starting to lose that kind of plumpness. Then we have created ranges that specifically target those particular aging concerns. And it doesn't matter what age you are, it depends on what aging concern you have. So our Age Reflect study was looking at the way different skin ages around the world, across the globe, so you can find something that's right for you. And it's all powered by plant stem cells. I told you I would come to this. These, how would I describe plant stem cells? For me, they are the personal trainers of your skin, right? They are the most energized part of plants. When the plant is about to grow, have its growth spurt, that's when the plant stem cells kick in. And that's why we put them in our skincare, because they possess incredible protective, regenerative capabilities, and they're just bursting with energy. They're like, yes, let's get in there. Let's help your skin do what it should do naturally a little bit quicker. So there's one particular plant stem cells, which is one of our products, and it's actually proven to make your skin behave up to 20 years younger. Now, to be clear, it's not going to take me from 38 to 18, because if I had, I would win the lottery. But it takes my skin to a place where the cells and the energy of the skin is behaving up to 20 years younger, which is incredible. So we'll talk a little bit more about which one that is later, but it's called Asparto Lift. I mean, please, in the title, it's going to Asparto lift your skin. So plant stem cells are in every single product to make sure we can give you the best of the best. So within each routine, you have your plant stem cells to energize your skin. So, oh, there's some nice chats going in between everyone as well, which I love. Tips to get rid of redness. I love my Wrinkle Power set. It's amazing. I use Wrinkle Power. It's the best. No offense to anyone who uses anything else, but it's the best for me. So we understand a little bit about why Navage, we understand about healthy skin. So why your routine? And for me, I've worked in skincare for a long time, and it's fine to be skeptical. It really is. I was a skeptic. I was thinking, really, why a routine? Why do I have to have so many products? Why? So the way I describe a skincare routine is skincare is a team sport. So if you think about it, if you had a football team with one player, and he was trying to be, let's call it a five-a-side, maybe five-a-side. and he was playing against 5 other players, or even up to 11 players, even if he was the best football player on the planet, he couldn't win the game because he's going to be exhausted, overrun by people. He can't showcase his talents. He's firefighting. He cannot do the job he's employed to do. And it's the same with skincare. You can't win a game against environmental stresses, stress, lack of sleep, dehydration, sagging skin, lack of collagen and elastin, the environment, SPF. You cannot win all of those aggressive games with one player. It's impossible. So one product or one ingredient can't do it all. It needs to be a team sport. And the great thing about a team sport is that you have different players to showcase different abilities. And then you don't end up overloading on one product. Has anyone ever had that thing where you buy a moisturizer? It's always the moisturizer, isn't it? You buy a moisturizer and you're like, oh, this is going to be the best ever. And you end up using loads of it because you're perhaps not using much else. And you've been sold this moisturizer as like the be all and end all of life. And you end up using lots and lots of it. And you're not seeing the results because you haven't maybe got your skin in the right place to accept that moisturizer because you don't have anyone else in your team, essentially. So what you'll find is when you're using skincare as a team sport and you're layering your different team players, you allow everyone to do their job the right way and only their job, but to the best of their abilities. And by doing so, you end up having far better results than you would have by using 1 or 2 products. And actually, it takes the same amount of time. Does that make sense? Yeah? You also run out of stuff a lot slower. I find using more products and layering them, it takes me ages to run out, which is great. And I see the benefits. This first time I want to try Navage 20%, hearing all this from you, I feel like I made the right decision. I can't wait to try. I love that. I totally agree with never go back to my old skincare. I swear by the priming essence. Oh my God, so do I. Can't live without it. This is so great. I'm loving the comments coming in. So let's take our team and discover what it's going to do for us. And this is really cool to know because using the Navage routine, which I'm going to show you now, will give you proven, scientifically proven, 7 times better results than using just one product individually, which is crazy because it's 4 products and you get 7 times more. But it's the way that you layer and the way that you allow your team to work. So with that in mind, I want us to go ahead and pick our team. So you'll know there's lots of ranges within Navage. So if you want to improve your radiance, you're going to go with True Perfection. So if you're concerned with radiance, you want that kind of light bulb turning on in your skin, focus on True Perfection, because that's going to drive that radiance by a factor of 11. So it's like turning the light bulb up in your skin, turning up the dimmer switch. If you're like me and you want to plump first signs / fifth signs of wrinkles and aging, you go for E-Collagen and Wrinkle Power. And this is clinically proven to instantly reduce wrinkles by up to 49%. It gives your skin a massive drink of water and you go, and designed to boost collagen over time. If you're wanting a firmer mattress, so if you want your mattress back in action, you would go Ultimate Lift. And this is the one with the Sparto Lift, which enables you to increase elastin production and make the cell behave as if it's 20 years younger. Hopefully not going out all the time like I did when I was 18. And if you want to brighten your skin tone and give the radiance back, you go Bright Sublime, which is really going to give you that opportunity to start to exfoliate away any dark spots in the skin, but also go deeper into the skin and stop it panicking and overproducing melanin. So it's kind of a 2-pronged attack on that dark spot area. And if you've ticked everything, Time Restore is your best friend. So this is with Genistein soy technology, which is going to help boost collagen, but also help the skin's cellular water levels for that denser, more hydrated skin. So your skin can actually hold on to water more efficiently. And for the guys on the call, hello, Navage Men. So guys' skin is slightly different. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit more prone to oil. You tend to want something a bit more fresh, lightweight, hydrating, but you also want to exfoliate around where you would get a beard or where you get stubble coming through, because sometimes that can really hold on to dead skin cells. So the Navage Men set is for you. Energize that skin. And for those women on the call whose husbands steal their skincare all the time, just get them a Novage set and send them over there so they don't steal yours. Okay, are we ready to go? So we're going to start. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and we are going to do our skincare. So first up, our first member of the team is our cleanser. So if we think back to our healthy skin conversation, love the Novage Men skincare. Yes, been using Time Restore for almost 2 years. Love it, bright, sublime. This is ace. So I'm going to start with my cleanser, and I'm just going to dampen my skin with my fingertips here. Now, I would normally do a double cleanse. So I would use my cleansing oil onto a dry skin and then wash off. But today I'm just going to go right ahead with my Supreme Cleansing Gel, which is in your kit. 1 pump is enough for me. It really is. I don't feel the need to add more. That's plenty. And I just take that onto dampened skin. And I'm just going to start working this into the skin. Join me, dive in, and start to remove. This is actually removing my makeup as well, because you can see I've got makeup on today. There we go. Sandra, get in there. That's great. Danielle, I can see you with your cleanser. Christine, off we go. So massaging this in. And the reason we're using a cleanser is, of course, to help to remove dead skin cells, makeup, pollution, anything that shouldn't be in the skin, that's kind of sat on the skin, taking away from what we don't want to see. So by removing those dead skin cells, you're almost giving your skin a chance to accept whatever you do next. So anyone who uses wipes at the moment, and we've all been there, we've all used them. Certainly when my baby was very little, I had a cheeky wipe in the cupboard. But actually wipes can sort of move the makeup around your skin. They don't really cleanse that well, and they can make you feel quite tight and dry because you sort of over cleanse. You can kind of go through 4 or 5 different wipes and then still need to clean afterwards. What I love about this, and some of you may feel the same, I hate gel cleansers. I can't bear them. But this gel cleanser has vitamin E in there. So as I remove my makeup, first of all, it doesn't foam too much, which is great because I hate that. But second of all, you can see my skin just feels even and calm, whereas often with a gel cleanser, it strips the skin and you find yourself begging for a moisturizer, and you come out the shower and you're like, oh my God, my skin's so tight. This just leaves that gift of vitamin E in the skin, so your skin is at a healthy center, ready to accept the next piece of your skincare team. The men's one's great as well. I know, I promise I don't use my husband. So now, I think quite a few of you said you'd got 5 minutes for me in the morning. So we're going to add something to your Novage routine. So I know I said it's a 4-step routine, but give me a break. Let's do 5. This is a skin priming essence. So I told you I was a raisin and I want to be a grape. This is like giving your skin a massive drink of water, and I pop it on with my fingers, press it onto the skin, because the hydrated skin is a healthy skin. And I find, for me, just personally, by putting this on my skin, my serum, my moisturizer, my eye cream just go straight in, because my skin is ready to accept it. It's almost like putting hot butter on warm toast. Everything just goes. So I am obsessed with the skin priming essence. It is an addition to your kit, but I use it on my arms, I use legs. Yeah, sure, Anna, it's the Novage Skin Priming Essence. It's this one here. It is absolutely amazing. And it really, for me, it took my skincare routine from good to great. So if you're someone who's thinking, I can commit to 5 items, this is absolutely what I would go for you. It's so heavenly. Use it on your legs as well. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, I use it on the body. I'm so greedy with it. Look, I'm slathering all over myself. Okay, how are we feeling? We cleansed? Feeling good? Great. Christine's like, yes, I feel great. Okay, next up, we are going to go to the eyes. Now, again, for any skeptics in the room, I was one of them. Why use an eye cream? Really? It's on my face. It's the same skin. Actually, it's not the same skin. Your eyes blink 12 times a minute, up to 4.2 million times a year. And if you feel that skin around your eyes, so delicate, it's so thin, it has no lipid barrier. It needs a bit of an extra treat, if you like. It needs something calmer, more soothing, and more in relation to that delicate skin. good way to think of it is silks versus cotton. Right? You would never put your silks on a cotton wash, would you? And if you have done that in the past, probably not going to get that silk top back. It's also the first thing to show any creases, isn't it? So if you wear a silk top or a silk dress or silk trousers out, you sit down anywhere, you've got a huge crease in there, it's a nightmare to get out. So we need to treat our eye area like delicate silk. So I'm taking my Navage E-Collagen Wrinkle Power Eye Cream here, and I'm using about the size of a grain of rice. And I'm just going to pat this around the orbital bone, up to the brows as well. So you can feel, as you kind of patting on, use your ring finger because it's the least coordinated finger, if you like, so it's less likely to pull or drag around the eye area. And just gently press, press, press. Some of you may have a rollerball one, which is absolutely amazing, so you can use that to drain out any excess puffiness. You're really looking to treat the eye area like your best friend. So super gentle with it, super calm, and helping to just deliver that cream where it needs to go. And your eye is mobile, so don't worry that you need to put it right underneath here. By putting it on the orbital bone, every time you blink, your eyes will just suck up what they need and no more. So you're not overloading this delicate area here. Good little tip as well. Take a tiny bit and pop it over your lip line, because the skin around the lip is really similar. Wow, I didn't know that I put high. Yeah, it's really about making sure that you just put it here, and your eye is like, if I could show you, it'd be like holding a bit of tissue paper above a puddle of water. It will just take up what it needs and leave the rest. Yeah, popping it on the lip line is such a genius move because it really does help to plump out those first signs of aging around the lips as well. So no more than a grain of rice will do it, and just take it between your fingertips, pat round, because you're using a team, so you don't need to overload anything. Then we need to go to our serum. This is the powerhouse. This is like next level. So the way I describe serums, if you think of moisturizer like cardio, like daily exercise, you've got to get your heart pumping, haven't you? That's what Boris tells us. So we need to get outside, get some air, get some energy. Serums are like weights. So if you wanted to target a specific area of your body, you would use weights to see an immediate improvement, wouldn't you? So cardio would be great, but certainly doing something specific for a targeted area, you would use weights. Serum are like your weights. So you can choose what you want to improve and go for your serum. So I am obviously, of course, using my Wrinkle Power Serum. And I'm going to go 1.5 pumps because I'm greedy. And I'm just going to take this between my fingertips. Oh, and press. And what you'll notice with a serum, slightly more of a light texture. So it's not as watery as the Skin Priming Essence that I use, but it's a lot lighter than your moisturizer. So your molecules in a serum are smaller, so they can get deeper down into the skin and give you that real targeted treatment. So for me, it's working on stimulating that collagen elastin. And I just like to add a little piano tap into the skin here as well. And you can see my skin has just sucked it straight in. So I can see many of you doing some piano taps. Yes, Sandra, Danielle, I can see you applying there. Jackie, big smile, this is great. So pressing that in, we should start to see that our skin feels really hydrated, but treated at the same time. Sarah, my favorite step, love this. Okay, happy? Great, so next one, we're whizzing through it now. Your final part of your team is your moisturizer. Now, I know what you're thinking, again, night and day, it's the same skin, does it behave differently? Well, yes, we know it does. In the daytime, your skin is kind of in protection mode. So it's fighting all the aggressors we talked about earlier. It's almost like putting a jacket on when you go outside. You want to feel like your skin is sealed and keeping the bad stuff out and the good stuff in. So in the daytime, you want something that's going to replenish, hydrate the top layers of the skin and protect the skin from external aggressors, such as the the sun and oxidants that are kind of out there in the atmosphere. So I'm using Wrinkle Power Day Cream SPF 30. SPF 30. And you'll see, I just put this on, it's a really beautiful, lightweight, creamy texture. But you can see that SPF is really present. I mean, an SPF 30 with this kind of texture is really hard to find because quite often it will sit on the skin or give you that feeling of greasiness or heaviness, but this doesn't. It really does just melt into the skin so quickly. That's done. I'm done. So at nighttime, you want to change it up. So at nighttime, your skin is between the hours of 10 and 2, it's really doing its replenishment. It's at its rest time. Your body temperature is also a tiny bit higher at night, which means that your skin is more readily able to accept more active ingredients. So that's when you want to get your good stuff in. So that's when you go for your E-Collagen Power Night Cream or your Perfect Night Cream, because that will be a different texture which will melt into the skin, delivering those actives so it can really capitalize on your skin's renewal time when it's busy. So you can see here with mine, it's almost like a souffle texture. Can you see the difference between the two? So day and night, your skin needs different things. So there's a different cream for each. And what's great to know is that they're both in the set. So you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, I need to commit then to an additional product. It's there for you. And I mean, they'll last you forever because you're just using a small amount day and night. Happy? How are we doing? How's our skin feeling? Good? Oh, Christine, I'm getting a round of applause. Thanks. So in summary, Navage products is just a simple 4-step routine. It's like 5 minutes, but without me whittering on, it will take 2. And you really can take your own skin de-aging journey, if you like. So it's a 4-step routine. It's all in a box for you. It's all in a kit. And we have amazing value options because we at Oriflame want you to feel like you're getting the right things for your skin. So by keeping a set at a really reasonable price for you, you don't have to then think, oh, I just want to go for the serum and the eye cream. Actually, you can go for the whole set and feel really comfortable. It's going to give you amazing results and last you a really long time. And I'm just obsessed with it. I think it's totally amazing. So if you guys are thinking, yeah, falling in love, I think my skin feels great, I'm happy with my steps, pop in the comments, let me know what you're thinking. Jackie, I love the night cream. It feels so lovely. It's gorgeous. My favorite steps, day, night, protect. Didn't know it. What else am I seeing? I love it. Who's going to commit to the set? Who's feeling like, yeah, this is right for me? Love Navage. So I'm going to leave you in the comments for a little bit. Love Navage me. If you want any personal consultations, you can always contact me. I'm here for you guys whenever you need. Love the collagen set. So I can put my PBS link for you and you can choose how you want to progress your skincare. And if you've got any questions and you think actually you want to try my samples for a little bit more time, absolutely fine as well. It's about you falling in love with your skin and your routine. And it should feel like a joy, not a job. So contact me about anything and I would love to help you. Yes, I always put on my neck as well, but I'm wearing a polo neck today, so I can put it on. Never tried Navage. Lou Jenner, get involved. It's going to change your life. I'm excited. So we're now going to finish with a little bit. I'll let you guys continue to comment. A little bit of a Scandi Beauty glow to finish. So you may have noticed that I asked you guys to bring along your favorite foundation, your favorite lip, your GG bronzing pearls if you have them, and I'm just going to show you a really super quick skincare routine. I love that, to give you a little glow when you're working from home or when you're going out for your exercise or when all this craziness stops and you can go back to normal magical life. So I'm going to start with this. Now I don't know whether you guys have got this. Yeah, Everlasting Sync foundation. It is ridiculously good. I'm obsessed with it. So I often use A to Z as well, but I like a bit of coverage and I'm not ashamed to say it. So with this, I'm actually putting it on my other hand because I've still got my night mask on here and I don't want to cheat. And I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to show you how little I need to use now. Because my skin's in a really good place, I'm just putting a tiny bit on the end of my brush there and just working this straight into the skin. Now, this foundation is technically quite a high coverage, but by using the brush, you can really custom fit your coverage for you. And I just find brushes are super, super quick. Also a bit more hygienic for me because I kind of don't always want to use my fingertips too much. And by using the tip of the brush, as opposed to flattening your brush in there, you get a lot more bang for your buck. So you don't waste any product. And I'm just working this into my skin. Can't see too well, so I hope I'm doing it okay for you. And you can see already it's covering really, really nicely with minimal effort. And you know what, you can use concealers and whatnot as well, but I just find this foundation kind of does it all for me. And when you're in a rush, you want something that does it all. So SPF 30 again, so it's not going to add to your SPF. So if you're putting something with an SPF 30 on, and then another thing with an SPF 30 on, you don't get SPF 60, just to be clear. You just get that strengthening of your sun protection. And you can see, I'm kind of done. Am I done, Sophia? Does that look okay? Yeah? I'm okay?
It looks stunning. I mean, the coverage actually is fantastic, Rachel.
Look how much is left on my hand. Yeah. I would normally always put 2 pumps on, but because I've just done my skincare and really committed to it, I can see that I've actually don't need as much foundation. How are we doing, girls? Oh, Daniela G, yeah, I can see you popping yours in. So next, I'm just going to go right ahead and pick my favorite lipstick. And everyone's got a favorite, haven't they? For me, it's GG in Delicate Pink, which is just such a lovely kind of spring summer shade. Gives you a pop of color without kind of going too crazy. And I'm just going to pop this on my lips first. Really quick. So it's kind of like a complementary shade. It's not too outside of the realm of crazy for me, but it feels really comfortable. And then I'm going to cheat and put this as a blusher as well, which is like my life hack. You can literally just take your fingertips now, work that in, and you've got a really easy blush with no effort. So that's the Scandi Beauty way, kind of multitasking your products to give you a really lovely finish. And then we're pretty much done. I'm just going to go to my GG bronzing pearls, which are heaven in a pot. They're just wonderful. So I'm going to take my brush and just swirl this into my bronzing pearls, kind of catching the more bronzy ones here. And then I'm just going to gently dust this over my skin where the sun would naturally hit it. I feel like I should go out now, but there's nowhere to go, is there? And now I'm actually going to take a little extra trick for me. I'm just going to take my finger, pop it into my bronzing pearls and just add a little bit of eyeshadow. Super simple. You can kind of pick which colors you want to go for because they're all slightly different. And these have got moisturizing properties as well, so they're really great over the delicate eye area. And there we go. That is me. Absolutely done. And I think some of you are done as well. So as we finish off today and you finish off your lovely looks, I'm sure lots of you are, I see lots of commenting. Love this foundation, did my makeup yesterday. What lipstick? Oh, I used GG in Delicate Pink. It's such an easy hack. Yeah, I do it every day. Brilliant. What I'd love to share with you now is just kind of, well, first of all, say thank you for joining me and share with you that it means a lot that you've joined today. There's so many of you on the call, and I'm just going to try and see as many of you as I can now. There's loads of you. I'm going to scroll across the pages. Hi, Julie Charmin. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Samantha, Damien, Ayat, Jane, Lee and Christina, Sonia, Debbie, so many. I just want to tell you my story with Oriflame. So this is where you get the chance to say, look, thank you for joining. I never really imagined I'd be talking live on a Wednesday to 72 people about skincare. But Oriflame has really given me the challenge and the opportunity to kind of live my business my way. And certainly in these times, it's really important to feel like you can succeed on your own terms in your own time. And my team, I've grown from 0 to 7 in just a few weeks. And actually everything I've taught you today is available with Oriflame when you join. So you get that chance to understand skin, you have a script that you can follow, and you can really learn yourself about beauty and how to introduce your passion to more people. And I've always loved beauty, but I've never had the chance to really dive into it because it's always been quite strict. You must work these shifts in this store and so on and so forth. So it allows me to earn an income through my passion, but really through kind of a holistic, flexible approach to beauty and business. So I would normally show you a short video that kind of sneak peeks behind the scenes. But if any of you are thinking today, you know, Rachel's so enthusiastic and I've never really thought about doing anything like this myself, but it seems quite fun. I would love to share my story with you personally and just talk you through how I got here and how any one of you can join and do it too. So if you're in love with your skincare, you want to treat yourself to makeup, whatever you need from me, that's absolutely great. And I'll be here for you as your kind of skincare expert and help you through navigating the right things for you. But if you're also thinking, I really want to join this business, it kind of sounds amazing, stay on the call and I will take you through how to start with Oriflame, because it's made such a difference to me and I'm just really passionate about sharing it with all of you too. So I'm going to pause there, and what you would then do is you would show the Oriflame opportunity to anyone else who would like to join. But yeah, that's the Scandi Beauty skincare session. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that you felt like it was an easy thing to replicate. And I just want to say from me to you, it's been an absolute pleasure. So any questions that you have, put them on the chat or let Sophia and Mary know. I am now 3 minutes late for my next meeting and getting lots of comments, but I'm going to ignore them for a little moment and just say, is everyone okay? Can you give me a wave? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, thank you so much. The comments are fantastic. They're just lots of them people are thanking and saying how useful it was, and many of them are already saying that they can't wait to start doing this for their customers.
Amazing. And you know what, it really does work, because you can just be your honest, authentic, true self and share your passion for skin. It's that simple. Keep it simple, keep it fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to hear stories with it. I wish I could be on every call. It's been an absolute joy. I don't want to leave, but I have to because I'm now getting harassed.
Thank you, Rachel, so much for doing that.
Lots of love. Thanks everyone.
Thanks.
Take
Bye,
care.
Rachel. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.